come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the first carry for the rookie. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Peterson. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Dances by him, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there, taking it in from a yard out, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. And Smith saw something he didn't like. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And off comes to Peterson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Out of the gun, Smith. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And that's the first NFL catch for Courtland Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. From the gun, here's Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Pernell McPhee in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Let's go, let's go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
22. Hey,
Third and long. It's Keenum. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon. They just go out and make plays. You kind of let in order for you to notice them.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
15.
They start the drive with Peterson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Keenum going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, He often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Peterson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, gun.
Smith on 1st down. Finding room inside the 40. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. On 1st down, it's Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Darian Stewart that time who was able to knock the pass away. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
2nd and 10, Smith again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off the bootleg, Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You feel okay?
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Spins past it, and he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Goes up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Keenum. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Keenum now on first down. Past the 20. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On first down, this is Geis. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll hand it down to Geis. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Back to throw. Johnson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Johnson operating from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Hey, yo, it's yo, it's yo.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
All right. No doctor, doctor.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
3 down.
Leopard.
Check.
On second down, Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Hogan. Down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Johnson to throw on second down. He'll check it down to Geis. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Redskins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Johnson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shane Ray coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Adams, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter. That one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take
to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 1st down, Johnson. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Johnson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Johnson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Johnson. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Johnson operating from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Hey, watch 28. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The storyline.